Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Summertime Tarot. For those of you who don't know, my name is Summer. I'd like to start off by welcoming all of those who are new here at Summertime Tarot. I'm so grateful that you could find your way here. Hopefully this reading will help you in some way, will resonate. If it does, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this one. But also for the people who have been rocking with me for a little bit, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the videos, liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Okay. And I like to take the moment to, invite you guys to let me know what kind of readings that you'd like to see here on Summertime Tarot. Anything else that you'd like to see, right? Let me know down in the comments. I'd really love to, hear your take, hear what it is you like to see here. All right, but this here is a couple's love reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Okay. Excuse me. So we're just going to be taking a look at what's going on with you and your boo thing, any messages, advice that wants to come through for you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius and their boo thing. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have reparenting yourself. Then we have here intimacy, dating, commitment, and maturity. So I kind of get the feeling you guys may be in a space where you're kind of opening up to your partner about like maybe your insecurities, your fears, and that may be surrounding commitment, surrounding relationships. I almost get the feeling that some of you, either you or your partner may have some quote unquote commitment issues, or you may be afraid of, taking things to the next level in your relationship. Maybe because of some things that happened in your past relationships, or maybe even with this reparenting yourself, you may be still kind of holding on to, or maybe still dealing with maybe how your parents' relationship played out, which then kind of affects how close you get to other people, right? I also get here with maturity that you may be seeing yourself in a new light. You may be embarking on new things in your life here with maturity. Maybe trying your hand at maybe new ventures or new projects. Maybe even a new career path, or setting out in a different way than you did before. And I kind of feel like with this intimacy here, you may be relying a lot on your partner for comfort, or it could be the other way around. And as you kind of move into new areas in your life, right, I do kind of feel with this commitment here that this relationship is maybe being challenged, or it could just be like a big rock in your life at this time. But I kind of get the feeling that you may have that this may be scaring you or your partner. You may be afraid of getting close to people, right? But I do kind of get the feeling with maturity here that you know, you're a work in progress. Okay, well, let's see. Let's get some more info here. What's going on? Aquarius and their boo thing. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. Under that, we have High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, King of Swords, Six of Swords, King of Pentacles. Yeah, so I do kind of get the feeling there may be some unspoken like emotions or almost like fears to do with this relationship, to do with what it is you guys are doing, what you guys are building together, right? Yeah, I feel here with the Five of Wands and the Chariot being like the current energy surrounding the relationship, I feel like there may be some conflict, right, with the Five of Wands here about either the direction that the relationship is going in or the pace or the speed at which you guys are moving. You know, maybe one or the other of you may be in a space where you're, you know, you want to kind of move things along, to get closer, to get more committed to one another. But I kind of get the feeling here, and with the King of Wands and the Seven of Swords here being in your blockage, that maybe your partner or you could be like maybe having like cold feet, right? Almost kind of like wanting to run, right? When things get a little bit serious or when things start moving, you know, okay? But I also kind of get the feeling here with the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups that like things may be like seemingly good, but I kind of feel like there's some like unspoken fears, yeah, and I feel like it has to do with commitment or to do with, you know, maybe even you guys being on like two different levels or at two different stages in your life, or wanting two different things in the relationship. One of you may be like more mature than the other, ready to, you know, settle down, ready to commit, and the other may still be in a space where they, you know, they're feeling things out. But I see here in the past we have the Empress and Temperance. I kind of feel like you may be the person who's like been kind of waiting, almost like trying to make your partner comfortable or get closer to them, right? But I feel like they may still keep you at a distance, almost like out of fear. Right? Then here with the energy coming in, we have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So I kind of feel like this is, you may be in a space where you are kind of keeping tight-lipped about, you know, your concerns, your feelings. But I kind of get the feeling here that things are shifting, and I feel like communication is going to happen about, you know, where you guys are, where you guys stand, where you guys are going. Right? And then we have here the near future, we have the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is someone getting something off their chest here. And it could very well be you, or it could be your partner, right? But I feel it has to do with, you know, the direction you guys are moving. And possibly also like the speed at which you guys are going. Right? And then here in your energy, we have the Hierophant and Strength. So I feel like you may be holding back in the relationship. You could even be feeling, what's the word I'm looking for here? Deprived is coming to mind. You may be feeling like controlled in a sense, or like wanting to step up, so to speak, in order to get more committed, in order to get more on the same page with your partner. And here with your partner's energy, we have the Hangman and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so they may be in a space currently where they could be almost like shut down or kind of closed off here with the Hangman, maybe even detached, maybe even very much like focused on self, focused on their own needs, focused on what they want. Right? Some of them may even be wanting to be single, right? I feel like that's for some of you. Okay. Well, let's clarify here. Let's see what's going on here with this Five of Wands and the Chariot. Okay, so clarifying the Five of Wands and the Chariot, we have Judgment in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. I almost get the feeling here this Nine of Wands is giving, not Nine of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Like either you or your partner, baby, yeah, like almost wanting, or either wanting or fearing that the other may want to be single, or want to kind of break away from the relationship and do their own thing. Or it could just be the energy where, you know, one person is very much focused on their own desires, their own needs, to the point where they've kind of left the relationship behind and kind of put it on the back burner almost, in order to figure out, you know, what they want in the long term, right? Some of you may be almost like on a break, on a pause. And kind of in the space of trying to figure out, okay, where are we going with this? Are we going to like come back together, or are we going to go our separate ways? Let's clarify the King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Okay. Excuse me. So we have the Five of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling it's like almost, you know, either maybe one of you or both of you may be in a space where you don't really know what you want, but you kind of know you don't want to kind of leave the relationship behind, but at the same time, you're still uncertain about what you want, right? That's what this is giving me. And I feel like this is causing the conflict in the relationship here with this Five of Wands, because I don't feel like you guys are on the same page about, you know, where this relationship is going, or the direction, right? What you guys want, right? We do have the Nine of Cups here, right? 2 times. Let's look at this Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So we have the Magician, the High Priestess, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I almost feel like, okay, I kind of get the feeling you know what you want, right? But if it's the other way if it's the other way if it's the other way around, you know, flip it. But I get the feeling you know what you want, and I feel like you want this relationship, you want, you know, long-term commitment, you want to be with this person, you want to kind of build something with them in the future, right? I don't feel like it's you just want something short term. I feel like you want something long term. But I kind of get the feeling your person is kind of in a space where they don't know what they want, and because of this, with this Knight of Pentacles here, they're really slow to move. And they're not putting all of their energy and effort into the relationship, not as much as you are. Which is kind of taking away from like the happiness and the joy and the kind of comfort and security within the relationship. I feel with this intimacy almost making it hard for you to feel close to them, because you kind of feel at a distance, because you can kind of feel that they don't know what they want. So it's almost making you, second guess yourself, second guess the relationship, right? Let's look at this Empress and Temperance. Okay, so we have here the Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. So for those of you, I feel like if you like went on a break with this person, or you're on a break, you kind of spent time apart from one another, or like just thinking about what you want for the future. But I almost feel with this Knight of Swords, there was talks of, if you guys went on a break, talks of kind of coming back together, and like starting something new, starting something better, starting something more long term. But I almost get like, if that were the case, then now it's almost like this person, they switched up. That's what I'm kind of getting. And they may have said one thing, but their actions show different. Okay, well, let's look at this Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So we have here the Six of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. Almost get, right, I keep bringing up a separation, but if you guys were in a separation, like I was saying, I feel like there was talks of kind of, doing it right, getting things on the right track, moving towards something that is, good for both of you. But I almost get the feeling that you may not be seeing that right now. You may not be receiving everything that you hoped for in this relationship, or maybe even that you were promised. Yeah, but I feel like there's a need here to communicate about like what it is that you want. Right, I feel like with the Eight of Swords here, you may be in a space where you're kind of just keeping your thoughts and your feelings to yourself. almost because you kind of want them to give to you without you kind of having to be like, okay, this is what I want. But I feel like that is at the root of what's causing your unhappiness or causing like the conflict, because I almost get the feeling like you may be wanting your partner to read your mind, to know what you need or know what you want, but you're not kind of expressing it. And if you are, I almost get the feeling it may be in kind of like a riddle or like hints. But I feel like it's time for you to kind of start, expressing what it is that you want. Almost like being an open book, right? But here in the near future, we have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So let's clarify that. Ooh, okay. All right. So we have the Five of Cups, the Tower, Death, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like with this here Five of Cups, there is kind of like some sadness, some uneasiness with how the relationship is going. And I feel like you are like in a space where you realize that in order for things to get better, there's going to be a need to change the way that you're communicating, the way that you're interacting with your partner. Right? Because I feel like with this Ten of Swords, you may be keeping everything like bottled up inside in your head or in your heart. And it may be escaping in ways that are kind of harming the relationship or just creating more havoc than is necessary, right? And so that's going to, I feel, come to a head here with this Tower, right? But I feel here with this Wheel of Fortune and this Queen of Wands, I feel like it's a need to be open and to kind of meet your partner where they are, right? Because I almost get the feeling you may be in a space where looking at this, you may be up here, right? And you want your partner to kind of come up to you, but you're not kind of doing the same. It's like a need to kind of meet each other where you guys are at and kind of come to each other's level is kind of what I'm picking up here. Well, let's clarify this here, your energy with the Hierophant and Strength. Excuse me. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Ten of Cups, and on the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Swords here again. Yeah, I almost kind of get the feeling you may be like waiting for things to resolve on their own. Right? I do kind of get the feeling here that that like this is where you want to be here with this Ten of Cups. Like this relationship is, this is your boo. But you may be like stuck in your ways here. And you may not be very compromising. You may want things your way. And if they don't go your way, right, you're kind of unhappy, but you're not like willing to kind of compromise or to like communicate how you're feeling in order to kind of reach some kind of understanding within the relationship. Hope that makes sense. But let's see, let's clarify your partner's energy here with this Hangman and the Nine of Pentacles. Hi. So we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Wands, and the Devil. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like they may be in a space where they're like they've been trying to figure out what you want, what you need. But I feel like this is causing them more stress, more like I don't know, like it's almost like, oh, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you need. And I feel like they're trying to figure it out, but it almost gives me the feeling like they feel at a distance from you. You feel at a distance from them. They don't know what you want. You know, you don't know what they want. But I get the feeling like they're just having a hard time, like, figuring you out or figuring out, you know, what to do. They may even be feeling attacked here with the Seven of Wands. Or just wanting to, like, dictate and control things, which may be leaving, or maybe they feel like you are, which may be leaving them feeling, you know, kind of like they're not getting what they deserve as well. Well, let's see here. With your advice, we have the Ace of Wands and the World. Yeah, I feel like it's time for you to kind of open up and to, like, express yourself. Express what it is that you want, right? I feel like it's kind of time for you to stop waiting for, I feel like almost like a cue to, or something like that. Like you may be waiting either for your partner to figure things out or to move things along or what have you. But I feel like if you want anything new, it's going to take you moving things along, moving things in the right direction, whatever direction that may be. All right, and then your outcome here, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Cups. Right, with this Four of Cups here, there is an opportunity here. I feel like there is an opportunity to change things here in this relationship, to change how you're feeling, how both of you are feeling. But it's like with the Four of Cups, like, are you going to take this opportunity or are you going to kind of let it pass you by? All right, for some of you, I do kind of feel like you may be wanting you may be wanting to be single. You may be wanting to kind of move on, to kind of let this relationship go. But it's kind of up to you where things go from here. But let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Pentacles. I mean, Four of Cups. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands with the World and the Two of Wands, the Fool as well. So I do kind of feel like you want something more solid, something more secure. But you may still be holding on to things as they are. Right, for some of you, I do kind of feel like, it may be time for you to kind of move away from this relationship, right? But if it is, you know whether it is or if it isn't. And so if you are in a space where, you're questioning whether or not this relationship is for you, or whether or not, the person feels the same way about you, I feel like it's time for you to kind of trust your intuition and to go with what you feel is best for you, right? I kind of feel like with this Wheel of Fortune here and the outcome, right? Like I was saying, there's an opportunity for change here, but it's kind of up to you to take it or not. Right? Because I do kind of get the feeling that your person may be like wanting things to stay as they are, may not be wanting to give or to like change, right? For some of you. For others, it may be you who's kind of like uncompromising, not wanting to kind of change the way that you go about things. But let's see. Let's get some more advice here from the ancestors. Let's see what the ancestors have to say. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's, it's different here for everyone. But here we do have the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, Strength, the Moon, Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Page of Wands, and the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like you may be here with this moon, right? You may not be seeing things clearly because you may be focusing on like your emotions, how you feel about this person, what you want, you know, what your hopes and dreams are or were to begin with. And I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles here, you may be giving into that. You may be holding on to this idea about like what you wanted to create in this connection. But I feel like here with the High Priestess, it's time for you to not like kind of focus on your feelings, but it's like time for you to focus on like the actions of your partner. What are their actions showing you, right? For the people who may have been in a space where maybe like you took a break, or maybe they were like, you know, I'm going to change, things are going to get better, I want this, I want that with you, right? It's like time for you to pay attention to their actions, not what you're feeling or what you want or like what they've been saying, but what have they been doing? What are their actions saying about, you know, where this connection is headed? What is your intuition telling you about, you know, what you want in the long run? Do you kind of see this going further than what, you know, where it is? If so, you know, okay, do your thug thizzle, make it work, right? But if not, it may be time to kind of disconnect and to focus your energy more so on yourself, right? But let's go ahead and close this off with some advice. So let's get some advice here for Aquarius. A couple of Aquarians. Excuse me, goodness. All right. So we have Elk, Nobility. I'm going to read from the book on this, but it says, celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. There are few animals as majestic as the mature bull elk. They demand our admiration and respect. Elk medicine can help you stand tall and resolute against any situation, including the mighty grizzly bear. Bull elk are protective of their families and spend most of their lives peacefully surrounded by the comfort of their tribe. Elk have few enemies. They pace themselves to maintain their endurance. Male elk enjoy the companionship of one another, except during the fall mating season. In September and October, the bulls bugle with passion and the herd splits up for breeding rituals. The elk become fiercely competitive for the right to become fathers. If you have elk medicine and exhibit aggressive behavior, you will need to learn the wisdom of restraint and moderation. If elk is your totem, you will be asked to conduct your life with fairness and concern for your tribe. You are a wise leader and others look to you for inspiration. You have the strength to never give up. Listen to the elk, the bard of nature. Their song will help you remember the great power that you are, and everything you dream will be yours. Are you being too bullheaded? Are you losing your temper? Take a time out. Are you replenishing yourself with rest and good food, or are you driving yourself too hard? Pace yourself. Life needs balance. I kind of get the feeling September and October may be, you know, important for some of you, but I don't know. Depends on you. But let's close this out with a final message for Aquarius. Well, I feel here with this elk, you know, I feel like it's important to not just focus on other people's needs, right? Or other people's wants. But what do you want? I feel like that's important for everybody. What do you want at this time, really? What do you want? Alright, so we have here a child's love. The love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest parts of our hearts. I feel like here, yeah, especially with this reparenting yourself, I want to say you may be repeating like, I want to say maybe mistakes of your parents, right? Hopefully that's not sounding too harsh. But almost with this child's love here, you may be like in a cycle of playing out things from your past is kind of what I'm getting here. And you could even be in a space where you're searching for the love that you didn't receive as a child. Like for some of you, I feel like that's here with the reparenting yourself. You could be, right, you may have experienced something in childhood, maybe, you know, we all have, some kind of abandonment issue, or maybe some issues with, your parent of the opposite gender, or even the same gender. And I feel like that may be playing out in your romantic relationships. You may be attracted to emotionally detached people because that's what you're used to. Or you may be attracted to people who say one thing and do another because that's what you're used to. And I feel like it's kind of time for you to kind of heal those kind of emotional wounds from childhood so that you can kind of stop repeating the cycle of kind of almost trying to find that love, or trying to, as they say, like correct the story in your romantic relationships. Hopefully this is making sense. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That makes sense here with the elk. With what it was saying about like the males leaving, yeah, I feel like that's what that has to do with. Yeah. Right, I don't know your gender, but I'm just saying it may be that you may be attracted to people that are like your parent, one of your parents, or both of your parents, but in like the negative way. They say we always, marry our fathers and mothers. But hey, man, I feel like I'm rambling now. So that's all I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.